There is more to tell you tonight about the seafood you eat, whether it's at home or in a restaurant. Do you know where your catch comes from, and do you care? Last night on A News, we showed you a new UVic student survey, which the university has now made public. The man behind the research says some of the seafood that we eat is contributing to problems around the globe, problems that make the issue of fish farms on our coast seem minor. A News reporter Andrew Johnson shows us how a new website can help inform you.
Right there? Sounds good.
This fresh BC lingcod will soon end up on someone's dinner plate, and if you talk to the crowd inside Finest at Sea, local seafood is the only way to go.
We've stopped eating things that come from faraway places, and for example, we stopped eating shrimp.
Times are changing, and we're kind of moving into more of a green type of world.
But if a new University of Victoria-based survey and website is any indication, not everyone in the capital is jumping on the bandwagon. The survey ranks local restaurants and grocery stores based on what kind of seafood they serve, where it comes from, and whether it is caught in an environmentally friendly and sustainable way. Many popular spots, including one of the busiest sushi shops in the city, fare poorly. The manager at Azuma didn't want to appear on camera today, but tells us he doesn't have much choice when bringing in seafood. He says critics need to start at the top and ask why the government is allowing unsustainable catches into the country, where restaurants can then purchase them from their suppliers, rather than blaming restaurants themselves.
It's a valid point, but I don't remember, one of the 10 commandments being, thou shalt eat, bluefin tuna.
That's the response from Dr. John Volpe. He came up with the idea behind the Victoria seafood audit and does agree restaurants are only providing what their customers want.
So if the consumers continue to demand these products that in many cases are woefully unsustainable, I mean, tragic, really, without overstating it in terms of the conditions in which they're produced.
Volpe says Vancouver Islanders who fancy themselves as green seem to stop caring at the shoreline and don't realize they're eating seafood from Southeast Asia, for instance, that is contributing to serious harm.
Bottom trawl nets that are like clear cutting the ocean floor, or require tremendous amounts of chemicals and other pollutants in the production of farmed species. Prawns being a prime example.
People we spoke to eating lunch at Azuma Sushi say they simply had no idea.
I am absolutely surprised. It's something that I was never even aware of. And
would that affect where you eat?
I think it possibly will affect where I eat, absolutely, but I need to be aware of it. I don't know how I'm going to be aware of it.
To see for yourself how local restaurants and grocery stores stack up according to the UVic student research, log on to the website on your screen or Google Victoria Seafood Audit.
Andrew Johnson joins us now with more. Andrew, in your report, you mentioned that consumers really drive the demand, and restaurants then react by bringing in some of the exotic catches that may be harming the ocean. What does the group behind the study suggest we do? Stop eating certain types of sushi?
Well, Hudson, Dr. Volpe says rather than not eating something, we just need to start appreciating what exactly it is we are eating. He likens a lot of the more exotic seafood we catch to equivalent animals that live on land, saying we wouldn't think of eating tiger or cheetah because it makes no sense ecologically, but we are avidly harvesting their ocean counterparts without a second thought.
All right, food for thought. Andrew, thank you.
You're welcome.